What's up, guys? E-Drone here, and tonight we are going to power up for the first time the Martian 2 build. Stay tuned. Alrighty, so before we power this on, I know everybody is definitely waiting to see what's going to happen, including myself. But before we do that, I wanted to take a quick moment here. Just going to put this off to the side and just talk about a couple products that never really made their way on camera. They weren't really that big of a deal to have a whole video on. But I wanted to throw in a couple of these little extra accessories and items that I got for the drone build. So first thing was this LiPo battery bag here, charging bag. It is fire resistant, so this is a good way to safely charge your LiPo batteries. And this pack actually came with 2 of these Velcro battery straps, which they're okay quality. They're not as nice as the Race Day Quad strap that was sent to me, or not sent to me, but was included in the Race Day Quad Mach 1 VTX. So special shout out to Race Day Quads for that. It has like a metal buckle instead of these plastic ones, but these will still work. What I'm planning on doing is using one of these straps and the Race Day Quads Mach 1 strap that was given to me. And then this one will just be a spare in case we get lost or snaps off, whatever. This I got at the local hobby store. It's just some antenna tubing that we're going to use on the antenna. I'm going to cut this to length for the 2.4 gigahertz antennas on the receiver. So we're going to use that there. And I didn't want to not leave these out. I went ahead and got the Gemfan, the 5045 bullnose props. And you can see, I went with the red color, and that's going to look good with the red standoffs and these red props there. I like the red theme. I want to stay away from the purple since the Wizard already has the purple theme going on. But the Emax motors actually like the Gemfan 5045 bullnose props. That was actually the type of prop that they recommended to use with these 2205, 2300 kV Emax red bottom motors. This is the 3-blade. I think the ones that they're referring to are the 2-bladed prop, but nevertheless, this is the pitch that these motors like, and it is the bull nose on the tip. So I just wanted to throw that in there real quick to show you these extra little accessories that never made their way on camera. But yeah, you can see I got the props here. I actually got 2 sets of these. And I'll leave a link down in the description for these props. I got them for a very reasonable price online. This I got at the hobby store, so you can find this stuff online. And the battery straps and the this all came as a set here. It came with the LiPo battery bag with the 2 straps. I got it for a pretty reasonable price on Amazon. I'll leave the link down in the description for that. And let's go ahead and get ready to get this quad ready to power up. Back again with the quad here, and first thing we need to do is put our FPV antenna on. Even though this Race Day Quads Mach 1 VTX can perform without it, as they've shown in their videos, we want to make sure we practice a safe behaviors here and go ahead and put this on. So I just went ahead and put this on hand tight, and it is a very tight fit. You have to kind of push the antenna in as you kind of screw it on there. It is a very tight fit, but we got it on there and it is ready to be fired up now. The second thing we need to do now that we have our FPV antenna connected is we need to connect our boom stopper to the XT60 of the quad. So we're going to plug this in. I'm actually going to flip this around. We got a nice tight fit there. So we want to be able to see this LED so that when we apply power for the first time, we can actually see the LED. So I want to try to use the standoff to keep this facing the same way. Oh boy, I am nervous. So I've not powered this thing off camera, on camera, the last time I powered this thing on was when it was just had the PDB, and I just kind of checked the XT60 to make sure the power was flowing to all the proper pads, and it was a go. But I have not applied power to this quad since. So hopefully everything goes good, but we do have our boom stopper. So if this does end up going off, it won't damage the quad if there is a short, or if there is something that's not wired up correctly. It won't short out the quad. So I'm just going to kind of move this VTX out of the way here. It's not actually going to be sitting on top of the flight controller. And when you do this, always make sure you do not have your props on for safety. Can't stress that enough. Don't have your props on. Okay, the moment we've been waiting for. Whew, here we go. Will we blow the fuse, or will it power up normally? We're getting ready to find out. Well, we did not blow a fuse, thank gosh. Whew! The ESCs chirped, sounded. Actually, the motors chirped. That's what makes the noise. Wow. So I'm gonna slide this over. Got my 4-cell attached. We have a red light on the flight controller. I'm not sure what exactly that means. We have looks like a red light on the PDB, and we have a blue light on the RunCam split. So, whew, didn't fry anything. I don't see smoke. I don't smell smoke. Thank goodness. Let's take a look at our VTX here. The VTX is on. So you can see that. We do have a display. So the VTX is on. Oh, man. So, whoo! Thank goodness. Everything appears to be looking a-okay. Of course, I won't know until I start programming. But at this point, everything is on. Nothing is smoking, on fire. The fuse did not blow. The LED light is off. So we can assume at this point that everything was wired up correctly. We're just going to hope that all our components are working properly, which, like I said, we won't know until we get our, and it looks like the RunCam is recording, so I'm going to pop this lens cover off. The RunCam split is recording, because it is flashing down there, which means it's recording. So what I'm going to do, just out of curiosity, is I'm going to go ahead and get my goggles and see if we can tune into the frequency and get a picture. Alright, so I went and got the goggles. We're going to go ahead and power these things on. I can't remember what this RunCam set up for. I would imagine it's set up the same as my other RunCam, but we can't assume. So powering up my goggles now. And right now I got a fuzzy screen, so let me do a auto scan. There we go. So let's go ahead and leave it at 25 milliwatt. And let me try this again. My goggles did flicker. So let's go ahead and hit scan. See if we can pick up the 25 milliwatt. So that would explain why I didn't have a picture. It was basically in pit mode. And it wasn't picking up the signal. Okay. So I think I'm going to have to switch back to NTSC, because I am not getting... Yep, I got to switch back to NT. If you ever get this screen on your goggles and you're trying to find your, try to get this in the camera here. If you ever get this screen that's jumping around like that, you're in the wrong format. Okay, there we go, NTSC. And we actually have a feed now. I'm trying to show this on camera. We actually have a feed from the RunCam split. The colors are very washed out. I'm sure we can probably adjust that, but it is a very clear picture. crystal clear. And we also have our telemetry, our on-screen display. We have flight minutes and on minutes. We have the recording icon saying it's recording. We have our voltage in the top. So very interesting, very cool. I really like that it has all this on screen. So that's awesome. So everything's working. It looks like everything's working the way it should be. I'm going to go ahead and power this thing down now. Okay, so that was a successful test. The first power up. I'm excited. I can't wait to get this thing programmed and get this thing in the air. Oh man, I'm so excited. So let me go ahead and unplug this, and we'll move our VTX back here with the antenna. And I am waiting on one more item before I finish, putting the top on and mounting the antennas and mounting the receiver and the transmitter. I'm waiting on a buzzer. I ordered a buzzer, so it should be here soon, and I'll do a video on that. Just, it's going to be a very short and sweet video wiring up the buzzer, but it actually has pads right on the flight controller for the buzzer, as you can see right there. So it'll be a really quick and easy solder job. Off camera, I did go ahead and mount the camera permanently. Because I use these red risers here, they're a little bit taller than the stock risers, so I was not able to use the side pieces that came with the Martian for the camera mount. However, the Runcam Split came with this nice metal mount here with a couple screws and some nuts on the bottom there. So, and you can change your tilt, and as you can see, it is sticking out a little bit further than I would like. However, the front of the copter should hit before the camera, unless it's something thin and hits the camera. But yeah, I couldn't really mount it back unless I just use one screw. Because you can see here, if I were to use, I wanted to use two screws, so there's the two screws there. If I use one screw, I can actually push the Runcam back into the frame a little bit more to give a little more protection. However, you run into the problem of getting these standoffs in view, which they might still be in view. I won't know until I look at the recording off the Runcam Split. But there you have it. There was our power up. I'm super excited. Everything worked out great. It powered up wonderfully. The VTX is working great. The ESCs and motors sounded good. They did their normal chime. Everything has to be programmed and configured before we take it out for our flight. So that's going to be the next set of videos, my programming series. We're going to be programming in Betaflight the flight controller. We're going to get everything programmed, set up, and we're also going to get the Runcam Split, everything set up on that. And I'm going to do a series. I'm going to do a playlist of the programming, the race drone series, and then obviously we are going to go to BL Heli Suite, and we are going to set up all the ESCs and get everything the way it needs to be. And I'm going to do it step by step for you so you can see exactly how we get it done. But as you can see from the footage, everything is working great. So we know we have a good clean install. I just hope that the flight controller and the PDB and everything, all those are working good. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. I want to continue to do more videos, more giveaways, more flights, more builds. Well, obviously finish building this. And I do have a special project coming in. Not really a project, but special item coming in. I've already ordered it, and it is going to be an awesome winner. Can't wait till that comes in. But I really appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, E-Drone out.